Have you ever wondered why your relationship with a fearful avoidant feels like a constant pull, where one moment they are all in, craving deep connection, and the next they are pulling away, leaving you confused and frustrated? What if I told you that beneath that emotional roller coaster, there's a hidden list of desires they are desperately seeking in a partner, but they'll never openly admit it, not even to themselves sometimes? Well, buckle up, because in this deep dive, we're uncovering exactly what every fearful avoidant secretly craves, backed by neuroscience and insights from countless real-life experiences. We'll explore how their brains are wired for both intimacy and independence, and why understanding these unspoken needs could be the key to breaking the cycle of heartbreak. Let's kick things off with the science behind it all. Imagine your brain as a battlefield where the desire for love clashes with an ingrained fear of betrayal. A fascinating study from 2025 by Joanna Fuba and her team, titled Effects of Insecure Attachment on fMRI Resting State Functional Connectivity, sheds light on this exact turmoil. They found that insecure attachments, especially fearful avoidant ones, ramp up connections between the default mode network responsible for self-reflection and the salience network, which is all about spotting threats. In simple terms, when a fearful avoidant thinks about relationships, their mind automatically scans for danger, even in moments of closeness. This isn't just emotional baggage, it's hardwired from past experiences where love came with pain, confusion, or inconsistency. Growing up in environments where vulnerability led to hurt conditions, the subconscious to view intimacy as a double-edged sword, something beautiful yet terrifying. That's why fearful avoidants have this dual nature: an anxious side, yearning for bonding, and an avoidant side, building walls to stay safe. Their nervous system screams for connection, but only if it doesn't trigger alarm bells. So, what does this mean for what they crave in a partner? It boils down to someone who can navigate this inner conflict without making it worse, providing stability without smothering, depth without drama. Diving deeper, one of the biggest things fearful avoidants secretly crave is unwavering consistency. Picture this: they've been burned by unpredictable relationships in the past, where affection was hot one day and cold the next. Their brains light up with threat detection around inconsistency because it echoes those old wounds. What they won't admit is how much they need a partner who's reliable, like showing up when they say they will, following through on promises, and maintaining a steady emotional rhythm. This isn't about being boring, it's about creating a foundation where their anxious side can relax and their avoidant side doesn't feel trapped. Without consistency, their inner turmoil amplifies, leading to those classic deactivation strategies like withdrawing or nitpicking. But when a partner delivers it, it quiets the noise in their salience network, allowing genuine attachment to form. It's like finally finding a safe harbor in a storm they've been navigating alone for years. Hand in hand with consistency comes predictability, another craving they bury deep. Fearful avoidants often grew up in chaotic households where emotions were volatile, so their subconscious equates surprise with danger. They won't tell you outright, but they long for a partner whose actions they can anticipate, not in a controlling way, but in a reassuring one. Think transparent communication about plans, feelings, and boundaries. This predictability soothes their hypervigilant nervous system, reducing the constant threat scanning that the study highlighted. Ironically, while their avoidant side pushes for space, their anxious side thrives on knowing what's coming next. A partner who shares their thought process openly, without games or hidden agendas, becomes a rare gem. It's this subtle reliability that lets them lower their guards, inch by inch, revealing the vulnerable core they've protected for so long. Trustworthiness rounds out this trio of foundational cravings, and it's perhaps the most profound yet unadmitted one. Built on those four key elements: consistency, congruency, Consideration and context trust is what allows a fearful avoidance brain to rewire from fear to security. Congruency means words matching actions, no more saying, "I love you," while behaving distantly. Consideration involves checking in on their feelings before big decisions, showing they are valued. And context, that's giving the why behind behaviors. Fostering transparency. The FUBA study shows how insecure attachments heighten threat responses. So without trust, every interaction feels like a potential betrayal. Fearful avoidants crave this because it heals their core wound of expecting abandonment or deceit. They might downplay it, claiming they just want fun or freedom. But deep down, a trustworthy partner is non-negotiable for longevity. It's the invisible glue that holds everything else together, turning fleeting connections into something enduring. Shifting gears to their anxious side, fearful avoidants secretly crave profound depth of connection. Surface-level chit-chat. It bores them and leaves them unsatisfied. They want to dive into meaningful conversations, sharing dreams, fears, and philosophies because it satisfies that innate drive for closeness wired into their attachment system. But here's the twist: this craving isn't just for emotional highs, it's a subconscious strategy for safety. By knowing everything about you, they feel they can better predict if you're a threat. The neuroscience backs this. Their default mode network ties self-reflection to relationships. So depth helps them integrate you into their world without panic. They won't admit it, fearing it makes them seem needy. But without this, relationships fizzle out. A partner who engages on this level, asking thoughtful questions and sharing vulnerably, becomes irresistible, fulfilling that hidden hunger for true intimacy. They also yearn to feel wanted and prioritized, though they'd rather die than say it aloud. This stems from past experiences where they felt overlooked or secondary, amplifying their anxious attachment. Being made to feel important through small gestures like undivided attention or remembering details lights up their reward centers. Countering the threat signals. It's not about grand romance, it's about consistent affirmation that they are valued. The study illustrates how their brains link self-worth to relational threats. So this craving is a balm for that. Without it, they retreat. But with it, their walls crumble, allowing the relationship to flourish in ways that surprise even them. Intimacy and closeness are equally craved, blending physical and emotional realms. Fearful avoidants want that warm, connected feeling cuddles, shared silences, inside jokes, but only when it feels safe. Their nervous system, conditioned by mixed signals in childhood, seeks this to reaffirm that love can be good without the pain. They won't admit it because it exposes their vulnerability. But a partner who builds closeness gradually, respecting their pace, satisfies this deeply. It's the antidote to their isolation, proving that attachment doesn't always equal hurt. Now, flipping to their avoidant side, freedom and autonomy top the list of secret cravings. Despite the pull toward connection, they need space to breathe, process, and maintain their sense of self. Smothering triggers deactivation, as their brain associates too much closeness with loss of independence. They crave a partner who encourages solo pursuits, hobbies, and alone time without jealousy. This isn't rejection, it's essential for regulating their overwhelmed nervous system. The FUBA research highlights the disproportionate threat response in fearful avoidance. So autonomy acts as a pressure valve. They won't voice it, fearing it sounds detached. But it's crucial for balance, allowing them to return to the relationship refreshed and engaged. Novelty and passion are other hidden desires, keeping things exciting amid their inner chaos. Routine can feel like a trap, so they secretly want spontaneity, surprise dates, new adventures, or fresh ways to connect. This satisfies their avoidant side's need for stimulation while reigniting the anxious side's intimacy. Without it, Boredom sets in, amplifying doubts. A partner who injects variety, like trying new activities together, fulfills this without overwhelming them. It's the spark that sustains their interest, proving relationships can be thrilling yet secure. But here's where it gets tricky. Fearful avoidants often confuse their own needs, mistaking surface wants for deeper cravings. They might think they just need excitement or independence, overlooking how safety and trust underpin everything. Safety, in particular, is a massive, unadmitted need, emotional, physical, and psychological. Their brains are primed for danger. So a partner who creates a non-judgmental space, handles conflicts calmly, and avoids triggers becomes a sanctuary. They won't say it, but without safety, no amount of depth or freedom matters. It's the baseline that lets all other cravings emerge. Similarly, they undervalue emotional support, craving a partner who validates feelings without fixing them. Past invalidation wired them to minimize needs. But deep down, they want empathy, someone who listens without criticism. This heals their wounds, reducing the push-pull dynamic. Acknowledging this internally can be transformative, leading to healthier bonds. Passion extends beyond novelty to include intellectual and sensual elements. They crave a partner who stimulates their mind and body, fostering growth and attraction, but they confuse it with mere chemistry, not realizing it thrives on trust. Boundaries are another secret craving. They need a partner who respects and sets them clearly. This prevents overwhelm, allowing vulnerability. Without it, resentment builds. Finally, acceptance of their flaws, contradictions, and pace is what they truly desire. A partner who loves the whole package, without trying to change them, quiets the inner critic. It's the ultimate, unadmitted need. Fostering self-acceptance too. Wrapping this up, understanding these secret cravings isn't about fixing fearful avoidance, it's about empathy and insight. Whether you're one or loving one, recognizing these needs can shift dynamics from turbulent to thriving. It's all rooted in that neuroscience, rewiring from threat to trust. So, next time you sense that push-pull, remember beneath it lies a profound desire for a partner who balances safety with excitement, depth with freedom. Embracing this could unlock the lasting connection they've always wanted, but never admitted.